Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hello. How are you? So, my name is Shiraz and this is my first video on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to tell you about my experience with languages and my language learning journey, and maybe you can learn something from it. Okay, so this is just me telling a story, nothing more, nothing less. So yeah. So I'm from Tunis in Tunisia, and that's in North Africa, and we speak Arabic as a mother tongue, and we study French as a second language here. So I started learning French when I was, let me see, 8 years old. But you might now I'm 23, so you might say, "Oh, your French level must be great." No, it's not. It's a little under my English level. Not a little. I don't know. I don't know if the difference is really huge, but it's definitely not as good as my English. So, from this, you might learn that language learning is not only about time, okay? So, my second language is actually English because I speak it a lot better. وأتحدث العربية طبعا لأنها لغتي الأم. And I speak Arabic, of course, because it's my mother tongue. And so these are two languages. Um, so I started learning English when I was 11, I guess. 11, yeah. So that's 3 years, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's 3 years after I started learning French. And this is getting boring. Is it really boring to hear someone tell you about his story? Like, if you're my friend, you're probably laughing out loud, but if you're a stranger, you might be thinking, okay, how would I make this video interesting now? Oops, yeah, phone just full. I don't know, what is it? Recording actually. Oh, yeah, just the bad. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, off topic. Let me go to the topic and just keep telling you about the story. Okay, so I started learning English when I was 11 years old, and I started very basic, the alphabet and the greetings and stuff like that, just the casual way. But what I did differently with English this time was actually I was listening to watching movies and watching things in English, and actually understanding English because there were subtitles. And I really want to point out that not so many people learn from subtitles, because I know so many people who try to learn languages from subtitles but they fail. So it's not really, there must be a method, or it doesn't work with anyone. Doesn't mean I'm special or anything, but just it might not be your type, not it might not be your method of learning languages. You might have another one, just a different approach. Okay, so it's been 12 years since I started learning English, because I'm now 23. So yeah, um, and yes, I did not practice my speaking nor my vocabulary. I didn't really learn anything new with French, so it was very boring, very lame. But with English, I was really excited, and I got actually to be fluent in English since I was around, let's see, maybe in, let me count, 8e, 9e, 7e, maybe in 4 years maximum. I remember that, yeah, 3 years, 3 years. So 3 years to be fluent, to speak comfortably and everything. But then the learning continues. So, and then when I was going to finish high school, the year before finishing high school, we had actually the option to take a language class, and it was German for me because I really like German. And I still remember some, but I did not really get really, yeah, good about, I did not really get good in English, I mean in German. So yeah, I just stayed in level A1, and maybe I will speak a little German now. Hallo, ich heiße Shiraz und ich bin 20 und 3 Jahre alt und ich studiere in Universität. Maybe that was a little wrong. Yeah. So, and then now I'm in college, and that's like, let me count again. 19, 20, 21, 22, and then 5 years after that, I decided to learn Japanese, and it's really fun. It's something that I do for fun now. And I am planning on improving my German. I actually spent 2 months this summer improving my French. I read a book. It's called Practice Makes Perfect. It's a grammar book about French grammar because I was really confused about conjugating verbs and everything. So it was a really good start, and I practiced, and it was really good. I really improved enormously. I got better because of practicing, not just theoretical um, learning. So yeah, and now I'm learning Japanese, and I'm going to. This is like the most interesting part uh, is about Japanese, and it's very interesting. It might be actually the thing that inspired me today to record this video for you. So when I started learning Japanese, I knew there were 3 alphabets. That's like the first alphabet is about 50, maybe 50. I don't really know how many, but like hiragana, katakana, and kanji. So like the kanji, only the kanji is 10,000 letters, and the hiragana maybe 50, maybe. Also the katakana maybe like that. So I learned hiragana, but I kind of skipped katakana. I skipped, actually, not kind of, katakana, and I know very little of kanji, actually. Maybe not, they do not, they're 10 or something. And why did I do this? Because I thought it was very boring to learn kanji, because I wanted to learn how to speak Japanese. I'm not really, I want to read, yeah, but I just it's boring at the beginning. So maybe this is a good advice, actually. Start with something that is fun to you. Do not force yourself to study. I mean, if you do it for pleasure, for example, I do it just in my spare time. I have fun. It's the fun thing that I do for myself, just to have fun, to do the fun for the sake of having fun. Just, yeah, just that. And yes, so my Japanese is now 2 months old, or 2 months and a half old, and I really enjoy it. 私の日本語のレベルは悪い。でも私は毎日日本語を勉強しています。はい。My Japanese level is bad, but I try to I study Japanese every day. Excuse me. I have a runny nose. And I decided to do this video actually because I think I am having fever. I don't usually record myself. Okay, you might be wondering what that is. I will tell you what that is later on, inshallah. Maybe. Okay. So yeah, I'm making this video just to share my experience with you guys and to have friends, and yes, because I really liked the polyglot community. Like, they're so motivated to learn languages. It's very fun to learn languages. It's like sit and study for fun. Like, that's crazy, right? Um, yes, and it's a fun activity. Everyone can do it. And yes, do not, if you take things too seriously, it's going to get really boring. So yes, have fun. If you're trying to learn English or whatever language you're trying to learn, just have fun. Have fun. That's the number one thing. That's what made me actually learn English. It's the fun thing about it. So love the process and not only the results. Yes, see you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Bye bye.